news.
Back to our breaking news. The New York Times is reporting Donald Trump Jr. was promised damaging information about Hillary Clinton before he agreed to meet with a Russian lawyer during the 2016 presidential campaign. Now, according to the New York Times, the Russian lawyer in question has connections with the Kremlin. I want to bring in Jeffrey Lord and A. Scott Bolden, who are joining us now. First to you, A. Scott, what is your reaction to, again, what the New York Times is reporting? They say Donald Trump Jr. was promised damaging information about Hillary Clinton before he agreed to meet with this lawyer. Again, Donald Trump Jr. saying he didn't know exactly who he was meeting before he ended up at the meeting, only that he was told by an acquaintance that he should meet with somebody who had information that may be helpful to their campaign.
Well, I think there are a lot of questions and fewer answers right now, but we're going to unpack this over the next day or two probably. It'll certainly be investigated by Mr. Mueller, who's the special counsel, a special prosecutor. But what it does show us right now, that the campaign and people high up in the Trump campaign, after he got the Republican nomination, had the aptitude and the willingness to meet with Russian officials or Russian operatives in order to get information damaging to Hillary Clinton and anything that would help Donald Trump win. That's even more significant because you have all these other meetings, some 18 by last count, of them meeting with Republican operatives. And while we have not found the fire yet, if you will, it makes no sense, quite frankly, to have all of these meetings with Russian operatives before you are ultimately the president-elect of the United States. It merits investigating, but it also shows that we're getting closer to what the real problem was, that Donald Trump was trying to win, the Russians wanted him to win, and there's really a lot of smoke here that says that the two were at least discussing or willing to accept information that would help him win over Hillary Clinton.
And Jeffrey, I mean, that is what Donald Trump Jr. said in his statement. And this is a statement that he gave to CNN, and CNN works to confirm all the reporting that the New York Times has done. But this statement from Donald Trump Jr., he says, I was asked to have a meeting by an acquaintance I knew from the 2013 Miss Universe pageant with an individual who I was told might have information helpful to the campaign. And he goes on to say, after pleasantries were exchanged, the woman stated that she had information that individuals connected to Russia were funding the Democratic National Committee and supporting Miss Clinton. Now, the New York Times says these accounts of the meeting represent the first public indication that at least some of the campaign were willing to accept Russian help. Your reaction?
Yeah, I mean, I have to laugh. I think, here we go again. And yet again, what this says is there's absolutely no proof that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to win the election. I mean, I just, as somebody on the ground, as it were, here in Pennsylvania, a state that was carried against all expectations by the experts for Donald Trump, I can tell you, going at rally after rally, that I never heard anybody say anything about Russia or Mrs. Clinton. What they were talking about was trade, jobs. They'd lost a job here.
I hear you, but I want to ask you specifically about this reporting, Jeffrey. Can you please hold your thought, both of you? I mean, when you hear what Donald Trump Jr. is saying in response to the New York Times report, he is not denying anything about what New York Times is reporting. Is that concerning to you? What
I'm saying to you, Anna, is, I've been in presidential campaigns. All kinds of people come out of the woodwork telling you that they've got information on your opposition. This happens every single day, not just in presidential campaigns, but campaigns for the Senate or the House or the state Senate. And I've been involved in all of them. I mean, there is nothing new here. So somebody lures you into a meeting and then, bait and switch. They say, well, we've got secret information, and you go and, well, the information is neither not secret or not good. I mean, this is totally typical.
Well, Anna, that would make sense. Bolden, we got to get a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.